Welcome to this quick little training. If you are a small business owner or an entrepreneur, you're going to want to sit up and take notice. Grab a pad of paper and a pen. This is super important information for you to help drive local traffic to your business. My name is Pamela Herrmann from PamelaHerrmann.com. I'm going to share with you what I teach small business owners across the country to do, which are super simple strategies to get on the radar of people in your community who are looking to do business with you. Really important information. The whole purpose of this video is to put 3 key strategies in your hands that will get you engaging with your prospects and with your existing customers right away. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, there are 2 key pillars to your business, right? Everything boils down to traffic, which is getting people to cross the threshold of your brick and mortar business, or if you're a service-oriented business, getting your phone to ring. And the second point is sales, right? Nothing happens with your business until you transact. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to throw a few statistics at you. Statistics are boring, I get that, but these are really critically important for you to understand as a small business expert in your area. Ready? 97% of all online Americans use the internet to find products and services when they're looking locally. 90% of business owners, conversely, have not claimed their listings on local directories. What does that mean? That means people who are looking on handheld devices are not finding you. A majority of people looking online are either going to be looking at home on their computer or on their handhelds, right? Okay, 20% of all searches are related to location. If your business is not showing up on Google Maps, guess what? People are driving right past your business and they're going to your competitor. 70% will call a number when it's found on a website. What I oftentimes see small businesses do is that their phone number is an image. It's not actually a click through. So if somebody is searching for you, they find your business on their smartphone, they want to call you and get your hours of operation, or they want to talk to you about a product or service that you offer. And if your phone number doesn't click through onto their smartphone, guess what? They're going to go to the next place, which is the low-hanging fruit, and that's your competitor. You've got to have a phone number on your site that is a click-through. 60% will refer a friend to a business they have found online. So this is the equivalent of what we used to be offline referral or word of mouth marketing, right? Okay, so it's the same thing online. The same principles apply. When one of my friends finds a business online that they recommend, they share it with me. That's what people do. We're chit-chatting about who it is that we like. And here's the final one. 52% will research a business online before they will actually transact with it. And this is absolutely what I do. Before I go into a restaurant that I've never been to before, what do? I go online and I look at their ratings and reviews. I want to know what people are saying about this particular business. And that leads us right into key number 1, which is all about ratings and reviews. Here's the deal. Ratings and reviews are super powerful. The search engines will see that you are relevant and they're going to elevate your website to the top of the searches for a particular category that your business falls into. So if I'm looking for someone to do some drywall in my home, in my particular community, that's what I'm going to type in. And if somebody has given this particular vendor a really good review or rating, and it's showing up on multiple local directories, that individual is going to percolate to the top of the search engines. That's how you get on page 1. Okay, ratings and reviews are super important. They provide valuable social proof. Nobody wants to do business with somebody that nobody's rating and reviewing, right? We want to do business with people that we know, like, and trust. So this is really important for social proof. Equivalent to word of mouth marketing. So again, what we typically do when we're socializing at barbecues or at friends and family's house is we're talking about the things that we're doing, what we're transacting with, what we've recently purchased. The ratings and reviews online are the equivalent of word of mouth marketing. And also, here's the most critical part, so you're going to want to write this down and put 3 stars next to it. This keeps you in control of your reputation. If somebody is out there, I want you to just think about this for a second. If somebody is out there saying something negative about your business, if it's just through word of mouth, we have no knowledge of it, we have no control of it over it, do we? And you remember that old that old adage that if you have a negative experience with somebody, you're going to tell like 50 of your friends. If you have a positive, you tell like 7. Okay, well, here's the problem. If somebody is online saying something bad about your business or your service that you provide, you have the ability online to control your reputation. You can actually counteract a negative rating or review for whatever circumstances there. You have to be able to counteract it with multiple positives. And that's what's going to drive greater interest. It's going to bury the negative. So think in terms like, let's say you own a brick and mortar business. If you pulled up to your business one morning and somebody had tagged the outside of your establishment with spray paint and said that you were a poor business person and you got ripped off, and that this individual got ripped off by you, what would be the first thing you would do? You would have that tagging removed. You would immediately call somebody and you would do everything in your power to remove that spray paint from the outside of your establishment. When we're talking about online ratings and reviews, you can do the same exact thing, but you cannot ignore it, because guess what you're doing if you ignore it? You're letting somebody else take control of your revenue. That's right, that individual is influencing others online as to whether they're going to transact with you. Super powerful key here. Okay, key number 2, upload videos. Now, who owns YouTube? Google does. There's very, very important information for you to pay attention to here. If you have just even a couple of videos about your business, whether it's a walkthrough of your physical business, or if you're a service and you have a truck, or you're out on site and you're showing a how-to, these are really, really important to drive search engine, and it can absolutely drive you to the front page of a search category if you have videos in there. Again, Google looks at this. They look at the analytics and they say, this person is relevant. Everything that they're saying is congruent with their website, and it all kind of dovetails together. So I want you to think in terms of increasing your ranking in the search engines. Videos, you're probably thinking like I did. Like, I started doing video for my coaching and training business about 1.5 years ago, and I was petrified. It was very, very scary for me, and it is for most people. But here's what I came to learn. You can very quickly become comfortable on camera. I would say within the first couple of video takes, you are over your fear, you're hitting your stride, you're analyzing what it is that you're doing as you're reviewing the video. Listen, this is what it takes. A 2-minute video with just a simple walkthrough and a how-to makes all the difference in the world on the search engines. And what's interestingly, us as consumers, when we're searching for something, our eyes are immediately drawn on the search results to those businesses that have video. Test this theory out. It absolutely works. And if you implement just a couple of, even just 2 videos onto your website, it will absolutely increase your engagement from the search engines. Here's the other key thing. It builds rapport that leads to trust. This is really important if you're a service business, because most people, when I think about what do I need to have done around my home, who am I going to invite in here to do the necessary work, by the time somebody knocks on my door, if they've got a video online, I feel like I know them. I feel like they're a friend. I've already built rapport with them. Believe it or not, this is absolutely the truth. And it is super powerful getting yourself in the presence of prospects. Key number 3 is Facebook. And I know what you're probably thinking. Facebook is a big time waster, blah, blah, blah. Here's the reality of Facebook. It is a game changer when it comes to engagement. Again, we want to do business with those that we know, like, and trust. And what Facebook does is it creates high-level engagement so that it's not just who your fans are of your business, but it's who do they know. And when your fans or your customers start engaging with you on Facebook, their friends see it. And it's basically what's called top of mind marketing. So if you're constantly, consistently putting content out there, I'm not talking a lot, it can be every other day that you do a post, it really helps keep your business on the radar screen of your existing customers, people who know you, who like you, who trust you, okay? Now, here's a couple of key little strategies here for Facebook. Set up a fan page if you haven't already. That's job 1. Upload a timeline picture that tells your prospects how they're going to feel when they do business with you. Let me give you an example of this. If your business is heating, ventilating, and air conditioning, let's say that you have an air conditioning or an HVAC business, You don't want to put images of equipment up there. People don't care about equipment. What they care about is how it's going to make them feel. Does it make them more comfortable? Does it make them feel more relaxed? Is it a more stress-free environment? You know, in the Denver area, it's very dry here. What does it do to the air quality in our home, having a really good system in there? That's what I'm talking about here. How does it feel when somebody has that equipment in their home? Again, consistent engagement is the name of the game with any online marketing strategy. So for more information on how to set up local directories, how to set up a Facebook account that really gets your existing customers chatting about your business, or videos that answers the questions everybody's asking about your business, or how to increase your sales, please reach out to me at pamela@pamelaherrmann.com. Or you can find me lurking around on Facebook, Work with Pamela Herrmann. Again, 2 R's and 2 N's in that last name. Or feel free to call me, 720-480-7655, and we'll do a little walkthrough of your business. I'll give you a little quick analysis of what I see that your prospects are seeing. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. And for now, this video is a wrap.